Yo, what's up guys, it's me, and happy, very belated Halloween. So, I'm here in Minecraft Dungeons now, just as I promised. You can see all my gear. I've already collected all the new Halloween stuff. And if you've seen my last video, if I sounded a little weird, I am still feeling a little off. I was sick. After all, I got, along with a few other things. But I'm feeling pretty much better now, and yeah, that's about that. So we're just gonna play some Minecraft Dungeons, and be cool with that. The first thing I have to show off though is my kit. Not necessarily show off, but here's my build. I'm using the unique beginning and end because I think it just does a lot of damage and it's pretty fast. Now, it's an absolute healing machine. If you already know what these enchantments do, then that's cool. But basically, this one over here has a 20% chance to heal me like a tenth of my health. This tiny thing up here, makes me gain 5% of my health back. No, heal 5% of my health off of mobs that I defeat. This one, whenever I defeat a mob, I lose 3 seconds off of my health potion cooldown, and then I just threw in Fire Aspect because it was like this or Pain Cycle, and Pain Cycle is like trash. Obviously we got the built-in Void Touch, and now there's my armor, which actually helps my weapon by giving it a plus 25 melee attack speed, bucket load of health, 35% damage reduction overall, plus 20% melee damage, which is good for like smaller weapons such as these. Not to mention 50% more fire damage, which is why I decided to take this. Every 1 second, and I do twice this amount of damage to all mobs in a small circle around me that you will see on my character. This, which basically spams all my artifacts every 8 seconds when I'm below 25% health, and ignores their cooldowns and just faster rolling. So yeah, there's the Burning Circle. My artifacts are currently a damage reducing amulet, the Iron Hide amulet, a Death Cap mushroom, which basically just makes me attack like 50% faster. I just walked. And typically I use this Totem of Regeneration, except because of the challenge I'm currently doing for the Spooky Festival, I will actually use a Soul Healer instead, because you get like a ton of souls in this challenge. So, let me show you some very cracked playthrough of Minecraft Dungeons. Now, I've been playing Minecraft Dungeons for quite some time. As you can see, I've gotten like practically max tier loot, and I'm honestly just slowly upgrading it. That's kind of all you do after you reach the high levels. Eventually, now obviously I'm not at the like very pinnacle of Minecraft dungeonness. I still have stuff to do. Of course, my inventory's full. However, all that stuff comes much later when you actually have more enchantment points than possible stuff to enchant in your inventory and storage chest. So right now all I'm going to do is just shoot these guys and run over here. This challenge should be relatively easy considering they give us like 800 souls a second, and from like 10 souls I can heal a third of my health. Not to mention all the healing factors I already have going for me. Now, the build I'm currently using isn't actually any specific build that you'd see like on YouTube other people recommending, because it's actually, I kind of just made it myself because I did the math and I realized, this is actually pretty darn efficient. Now, there are some similar stuff that I saw. Now, usually I don't try to replicate online online builds for this game because I feel like that's just, oh god, I feel like that's just, you know, copying. But then I found one kit that was relatively similar, and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, that's cool, but you're like doing everything in that kit wrong. The kit I'm obviously describing is the Renegade armor combined with Fighter's Bindings. Now, people like the Fighter's Bindings because the Fighter's Bindings do, like, a lot of damage, which is understandable. But people also seem to forget that the Echoing Void, the 6th DLC, exists, and absolutely everything you get there is just straight up overpowered, including these tiny daggers. Now, I didn't actually get the beginning and the end from the end. Shocker, I know, I got them from the tower, which I've already beaten like every single time. But the general idea behind the Fighter's Bindings combo is that the Renegade armor is tanky, but it also lets you attack fast, and therefore the Fighter's Bindings will naturally do a lot of damage, while also using healing enchantments to sustain you. I think it works great, like it's pretty good, but you know, it can be better. Now, my general plan for this video is honestly just to talk about the game and nothing but the game, but if you do want it to go and talk about some other stuff, then when I have more time to record, I'll probably do that. I'm just gonna... But this video is gonna be entirely censored about my thoughts on the game, just quote-unquote first thoughts video, maybe. Oh, and in case you're wondering what this thing I'm shooting is, it is an imploding crossbow. This is actually my favorite class of crossbows and favorite class of ranged weapons altogether, really. The exploding crossbow family. Its three variants are obviously the basic exploding crossbow, this thing, the imploding crossbow, and I believe I have a fireball thrower. Now, I used to think that the fireball thrower is like the absolute best because it has built-in chain reaction. And when chain reaction activates, oh boy, it's a massacre. Chain reaction activates, oh boy, it's a massacre. But later I came to realize the sad truth that if a weapon has a certain enchantment built into it, it'll never actually offer that enchantment for you to have, so that thing will always have only that tiny 20% chance of activating the chain reaction. Shouldn't these mobs be despawning? And that was when I did a tower run, and I found this imploding crossbow, which offered chain reaction, and I could do it all the way. It did more damage. It had built-in gravity, which is, well, nothing really on a ranged weapon. It also offered, it was gilded with Tempo Theft 2, which is an enchantment I really like to use, and yeah, that's about it. Let's see if this new one's any. Oh, that's great. That's actually really good. Anyways, so yes, I've been also recently just grinding for the new seasonal Halloween stuff. We've got a Shrieking Crossbow, which is actually just the veiled crossbow, but Halloween themed. Gloopy Bow, which may just seem like a bubble burster, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about the Gloopy Bow. If I just if I just go over here, why is my game so laggy? Probably the recording, and fire it, you'll notice it carries the reliable ricochet effect instead of the normal ricochet effect, which means that it's guaranteed to ricochet. And not only that, I can also enchant it with ricochet afterwards to get a lot of ricocheting bubbles, and yes, it does do bubble damage. You can also make those bubbles float, and then also let me steal speed from everything I hit, which is an extremely funny combination. This new Shrieking Crossbow is pretty good too. What was I even upgrading? Oh hey, it's a Firebolt thrower. So yeah, that's pretty much my build. Now there is one thing that I've actually really wanted to do in a video related to dungeons, and I guess this is my opportunity to do it. If you jump over to the secret cow level, which I will hopefully in the future make a video as to how to actually get in here, it is very hard to find, and you'll only really find it if you're actually looking for it. Is Minecraft music playing in the background? Hold on a sec. Oh, it is. Hold on. Okay, you saw nothing. Now, let me show you a funny way I discovered that you can just skip this level entirely. So we're going to take these unstable robes, which are one of my favorite armors, not the favorite, but one of my favorites. We've got Rush, Chilling, and most importantly Multi-Roll, which is ridiculous because rolling is what allows you to teleport in these things, and this basically just gives me 4 rolls. Now I have like half the health I did before, but this armor is literally pure, genuine speed. And also perfect skipping material if you're not met with some gravity pulse cows like I was. So all we really have to do is just roll through here and maybe heal every once in a while, but we can do that. Why not? Easy. And bang. I like this level because it's very dynamic and smooth. It never requires you to do like any ambushes until the very end, which is the boss fight. Just gonna jump down here. And so whenever I do get actually hit, it gives me more speed, which it's just such a funny way to skip through this level. A real pastime. Boing. Now here's the crazy part is the actual boss itself, you become immune to him if you use this armor. No, I'm being serious. It gives you the ability to teleport through the boss, but because of the way the cursor physics are made, you always lock on him and never actually go far away enough for him to use a range attack. Okay, screwed that one up. Now occasionally he will spawn these additional mushroom cows, mushrooms as they're properly called, but they don't really do that much damage, so you don't have to worry about that. Occasionally this glitch happens where he just slows down a lot. I don't know why this happens, but he can still deal damage to you with this. But you can just look at his health bar right now. Look at the poor guy. He doesn't stand a chance. We're just going to speed it up. And after he does a slow attack, he always does a fast attack. It's almost as if this boss had an additional coded behavior that is only activated. is only activated through glitches where he does like a slow attack and then a fast attack. It's just hilarious when you rig the game. It's fit, and you know, that's one of the reasons why I like Minecraft Dungeons. Okay, I have got a... Oh. Okay, speaking of glitches, I don't know why he decided to activate his range attack, but he did. Twice. Yeah, that's broken. The game is most certainly broken. Hold on, this wasn't supposed to happen. Why did I use my health potion? But overall, yes, as long as you don't do what I do and screw up, then this is actually the most efficient way to farm this boss. Unless you can, of course, one-shot him. Die. Die. Oh, to like no damage. Die. And we're scot-free. Easy. So other than that, I genuinely don't have much to say, except I would like to show off a couple of my things, and then I'll probably just go goodbye for another week or so. Jesus Christ, these loading screens take forever. So, as you may have noticed, I do actually own all six of the DLCs. My bad. All six. The end. I personally like the end and the Howling Peaks the most. It's just a lot of fun to play with. And some of the enchanted weapons that I like using is obviously my main stuff, but I also used to use this axe for heavier damage, but, you know, not that fast. This I used to use when I still believed in the Fighter's Binding combo. Obviously, these aren't just normal gauntlets. I wasn't lucky enough to get the perfect enchantment combo on the Fighter's Bindings, but that's okay. Other than that, I got this Ember Rope for speedrunning because it, you know, adds plus 15% speed. Plus multi-roll, plus swift-footed, plus chilling, which are all just speedrunning enchantments. Yeah. It may not look fast, but trust me, it's fast. It's pretty fast once you add speed potions to it. Or tempo theft. Now, the last thing I'd like to show off is this cloaked skull. This is one of the Halloween things. I'm not sure if it's new, like new, or if it's just a retextured golden ghost kindler that, you know, I forget what it's called, the unique variant of the ghost kindler. It's like this guy but golden. Now, this thing spawns fire on rolling, and it's got multi-roll and chilling, which I thought was pretty neat. And I realized, wait, if I just make it roll multiple times, you can do some pretty funny stuff with it. This is entirely useless. It's more of a gag combo, really, but yeah, I got that too. I was hoping to re-roll on one of these enchantments to see if I could get something roll-related. And then there's my Pride of Piglins, which isn't actually enchanted, but I do use sometimes because I like the way the wind-up attack is made. That it's actually CPS based instead of just, you know, waiting 10 years for a single era. But anyway, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this quick Minecraft Dungeons video. I'll be back with more content from this game. I'm just gonna need some time, so in the meanwhile, subscribe, because we're literally two painful subscribers away from my right hand reveal. So if you really do enjoy this content, like 800 viewers on one of my videos, then please subscribe. Thank you. Oh yeah, I'm also using this skin, so Yeah, I'm ugly.